Look at this. Good morning, B. Charming. Good to see you. Good morning, Lady D. Tomato Mama with bumblebees on the side. Yeah, how y'all doing? And any lurkers out there? If you're out there, howdy. Okay, Ten's on sabbatical. Yeah, I believe it. I know she's been pretty busy with her mama. Still praying for her. Really wanted to talk to her before and after my surgery, but hey, she's busy, so I just leave it at that. But boy, do I have a story for you. That happened yesterday after I did my stream. I shut it off, and then I get a notification. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can bring it up on my phone because there's a couple updates on there also. So let's see. And you probably nobody's seen or heard this one on any type of national news or radio station. That's how, yeah. See if I can find it. Ooh. All right. The update was about 19 hours ago. The reason I'm mentioning this is because I know some of y'all order stuff and get it delivered. Now, I'm not talking about Amazon. Now, no, I'm not talking about UPS, USPPS, or whatever you want to call it. I'm talking about, you order food, you order stuff from the grocery store, through an app, and then they turn around and bring it to you. Yeah, saves you time. Might not save you as much money, but it saves you some time. Okay, this happened in Sweetwater, Texas. This is just down the road from me. Yeah. I don't think anybody's talked about this yet, but before that, let's do a commercial break. How's the audio sounding? I ain't got no background noises and stuff drowning y'all, do I? Now I'm waiting to see if chat's gonna answer or if they all fall asleep. Thank you, B. I appreciate you, darling. All right, that was the commercial. If you're having problems hearing, you may want to turn up your hearing aids out if you're out there, or get new batteries. All right, yeah, yeah. And no, I'm not picking on you old bogus because I got hearing aids too for my tinnitus. When the buzzing sound gets too bad, I pop those ear poppers in, and believe it or not, about 10, 15 minutes later, yeah, I don't hear it anymore. Now I don't get those massive headaches I used to and stuff. So, all right, let's go to the story before I do the weather and all that other stuff, because even the weather's got its own stories. I don't know if you've been watching the national weather, but Texas has gotten hit quite a bit lately. All right, so yesterday, after my no notice stream check to see if this thing was working or not. Hey, Super Dave, how you doing? Sound better like a stuffy nose? Oh, gee, thanks, buddy. Yeah, my allergies are bad today, but hey, I'm trying. All right, so on with the rest of the story. And no, it's not going to be a lesson like those others, but maybe, you know. Some people like to use Lyft. Some people like to use Uber. Other people like DoorDash. But, hey, some people just hate them all. But, if you order stuff from one of those organizations and you turn around and have them do your shopping for you, and then they gladly bring it to you. Of course, you want to tip them a little bit. Grocery stores raise the prices and all the stuff that you get from grocery stores because they want to make a bigger profit anyway. Here it goes. A young DoorDash driver received an order yesterday. And yeah, they got it on their app, and it's like, oh, okay. I got to go to the store, pick up the stuff, and deliver it. So, yeah, I'll turn around and read you some of the things they had on the list afterwards. But The DoorDash driver gets the stuff, loads it up in the car, goes to the location. It just happens to be a motel. If I put up the pictures, it's like a hotel motel, but I'd call it a motel because all the doors are on the outside. There's none on the inside and all that. So probably a motel. It's a double decker. And like I said, it was in Sweetwater. And the guy gets there. Well, the person, should I say, because they didn't, well, they did identify, but I'm not going to identify. Protection of the DoorDash driver. This individual knocks on the door and delivers, the products that were ordered. Well, the person answered the door. It was actually a little funny, but I guess they did tip. I don't know. They didn't really say that on the police report, but yeah, they did their thing, and then the DoorDash driver went back to the car and drove around the building and stopped. Immediately at the time, they were pondering while the sun was beating on them and everything else. And he decided to, or she decided to pick up their phone that they use for work and dial 911. Well, Trust, why did they dial 911? Well, let's see. Say, I'm gonna just read it straight out of the thing here. So that DoorDash called police to a motel because he was suspicious due to the delivery he made to blank blank name's room, which they did not disclose what items were involved, according to the press release from Sweetwater Police. They, you know, when it's told Kate, the news agency and the two local news agencies reporting on this, that ordered items include things like trash bags, zip ties, bleach, a hammer, or not a hammer, a hatchet, and more. Would that raise your suspicions if you were a DoorDash driver or Uber driver delivering groceries? So police responded, and when they arrived at the room or the motel room, the individual in there refused to exit and advised he was armed. They also found a hostage being held inside. Yeah, hostage. Yeah. Okay, so this hostage was quickly rescued, then arrested for an outstanding warrant for manufactured delivery of controlled substance, which is penalty of Group 1 out of another city. He also was charged with failure to identify. No information more. No further information of the hostage identity was released. Yeah, but let's see if they're gonna freaking mention more. I know they did an update one, but either way, I'm not seeing the updated one. Man, why did they do that? But yeah, so that the person that was holding him hostage, the hostage taker, we should say, yeah, they didn't list everything. The police didn't even release the items that they confiscated, but the individual that's being held hostage was tied up. So yeah, so needless to say, and they finally took the guy in. Nobody was shot or anything else, but of course, he was charged with several things. They haven't listed the whole things, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get him for premeditated murder. Because why would you need trash cans? I mean, trash bags then? Why would you need bleach? Why would you need a hatchet in a motel room? Yeah. Some people unseen are trying to say, oh, it's probably because of the background of both individuals that was a drug deal gone bad in the previous or something. And yeah. So Needless to say, most of the time, about 60% of the time, if not more. Hey, Rubberneck, good morning. Good to see you. A criminal does something stupid to get caught. Yeah. Obviously, this criminal that was holding the other person hostage obviously thought DoorDash driver was stupid and wouldn't put together a hatchet, rope, bleach, you know, trash bags, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, you've heard reports before and all that from all these serial killers and all these others of these items, and they check up on a killer's list like anything else. So kudos to the DoorDash person. They didn't identify. They didn't even use a fake name. Like let's call him Bobby. Or let's call her Bobby. He or she. But good idea when you have a suspicious delivery to call the cops. We'll let them check it out because that's what they get paid for. And in this one, the DoorDash driver saved somebody's life, even though it was a criminal with an outstanding warrant. But either way, it's still a life. Hmm. So yeah. So that's a story you probably won't hear on the mainstream media for like another week, or the radio, unless you're in West Central Texas or so. But hey, my radios, I talk about it. So trying to see, it is currently 81 degrees. Supposed to get up to 100 today. We're expecting thunderstorms tonight. Nothing really severe, but if you've been watching the weather, yeah, Dallas got pounded. A couple of communities outside of Dallas and southern Texas have got pounded also. Tornado, high winds. RV park got destroyed near Dallas the other day, and hail. Rubberneck says, yeah. So if you're ever going to be a DoorDash driver or an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, and you got to deliver something that doesn't feel right, think about it. Should you call 911? So, hey, B and J's Little Farm, welcome to the stream. So, as I requested, Rubberneck, did you hear it? Think about it. Your house cleaning, huh? You want to come over and help me clean mine? I need to order a maid service to come do my house until I can actually do all the stuff. I tried getting the vacuum. I was able to get it out of the closet, but bending over to unravel the cord in order to plug it in, yeah, that's another story still. That's why I'm doing physical therapy. And yeah, I think I'll just pay a maid service to come and do the little things that need to get done that haven't been done, like dusting. I wonder if they got a topless maid service here and they could come and cook too. Hey, I'm just asking for a friend. Don't judge me on that. Just they got those topless freaking car washes somewhere. I think it's Seattle, but hey, yeah, I'll be a Jay. I'll clean your house, but it'll probably be a couple of months until I get ready. I can't bend over. I can't do a lot of things right now. I can't really lift too much. I tried lifting something the other day and I had seriously dropped it in pain. So, yeah, I can't wait till they get my physical therapy done so I can start, yeah, doing those weights. Yeah, I'm going to probably start out with 3 pounders. Yeah, I'm going for max 3 pound weights, but they're probably going to be 1 pounders. I got to move up and eventually get up to the 5 pounders. Ooh. And then I'll move to the 20 and become Arnold Schwarzenegger arms. Roar, I'm back. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, Super Dave, I agree with you. It's good to see everybody. I missed y'all. It's what, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. So I was pretty stressed out and worried. But hey, thanks for everybody that posted short videos and stuff that I was able to watch. Few and far between, but y'all did it, and I appreciate it. That kind of entertained me some. Ooh, B&J starts PT tomorrow. Are you actually talking about physical therapy? You talking about like potato and tomato planting, or what? Because Lady D's got some awesome tomato plants going right now. And I think she's got peas somewhere. Unless she has one where she was supposed to be picking them. So, what do you need physical therapy for? Been roughhousing the husband in bed? Come on. You gotta take care of us old people. Or did one of your little cowies decided to come up behind you and you know give you a good morning hello? Hey, there's Mike B. How you doing, Mike B? Welcome to the show. Oh, I don't know. Right now, I would say don't get it, but I don't know the extremity of it. So talk to your doctors. I just had mine, and the specialist is like we need to do another one for another area, but yeah. And of course, the specialist even freaking said, yeah, this other doctor is talking about wanting to fuse your third and fifth vertebrae. And I'm like, no, never will. And the specialist even like, yep, that's right, because all you're going to do is live with pain. It's not going to fix you if they fuse it. So, all right, Lady D will be back. She must be going out to the garden and get some more tomatoes. So, but if you really need it, you really need it. As I told the first specialist when they tried saying I needed surgery on my neck, if not, if I did the wrong move, like got in a bar fight or something, yeah, I could be crippled for the rest of my life. Well, I don't go to bars for one. I try to avoid violence as much as possible, but if you're hurting one of my family, then if I end up being crippled because I was protecting my family, then so be it. God's got my back. He's my co-pilot. He's my Bruce Lee. Yeah, let's just put it there. Oh yeah, mine are probably getting to that point of calcification too, because I'm getting pain every other day on them still. But yeah, I have known other people that have had stuff fused, and 10 years later they're still in pain, and they're like, nope, it cuts down your mobility. There's a lot of things you can't do after they fuse them. So yeah. But of course, like I said, talk to your medical professionals. We're not giving you orders to follow our direction in any way, shape, or form. Talk to a medical professional. They're the only ones. Yeah, dig that rabbit hole. Watch some of those videos too before you agree to anything. Because if you want to watch some of those surgeries, I'm pretty sure YouTube's got them. See how they cut you open and leave the scars, and they show everything. And yeah. All right, Super Dave. Let's see what I got to read it out. Trust you can put a high quality power strip up on the countertop so you don't have to bend over as you heal. Oh, well, it's there. Luckily, I was able to, believe it or not, I get a nurse come, you know, Monday through Friday, 3 days a week, really, come and help me do physical therapy and a couple other things. But yeah, haven't been able to convince her to get the BA to get me a masseuse to come to the house, give me shoulder and probably release some of the tension on my neck too. That would help. Yeah, BJ, but if you watch a video, you'd be like, after the doctor tells you, hey, we want to do this, watch the video just enough where you cringe, and then you freaking make sure you save it on your phone. You go over there and throw that in the face of the doctor. Hell no. Let's do it to you first, but my fourth and fifth aren't. They will be. Let's pretend you're the subject. Let's cut you open and see how you like it. Oh, and Lady D's worrying about Mike's weather. Should have been here yesterday. Mike is over compensating and getting wood ready for the winter. I don't think he's got enough, but of course I haven't seen pictures of his wood yet or videos. Definitely want to get more than what he has in the past, but I'm going to do this. Let's see if I can get email to work today, because yesterday I was fighting with it and almost killed me. So put it in there how hot it is or how cold it is, or you expect rain and all that other stuff going on, because yeah, we're supposed to be 100. I think we're going to hit about 105, because yesterday they said we're only supposed to get it to like 94, and I laughed in there freaking. When I heard that, I started to laugh. It was like bullshit. We had, you know, oh yeah, they said 94, and we hit 103. Yeah. So needless to say, they lied to me. Oh, hey, your name's popping up today, Mike. So let's see. I can get you up here. If you can't make it because you got to play with your wood, then okay. I understand. You can play with your wood. Just don't do it on camera. If you do come up, and if you can't make it, then you got to answer questions. If anybody else has they'd be like, "Oh wow, Mike can't make it because he's got to play with his wood." Yeah, you got to fix that. Don't let their minds stray, Mike, because sometimes some of them are still laying by the curb waiting for the coffee to brew. Wow, YouTube's really behind, because I'm just finally getting. V-Time says 85 now, the high 90, and maybe a shower this afternoon and evening. It went all around us last night. Could use some rain. I think everybody could use some rain. Yeah, I know we could. I'm not going to complain as long as we don't get that big old hail stuff that Dallas got. Yeah. Lady D. Uh-oh. Lady D's getting her delivery. Let's see what Lady D's getting delivered. Is it trash cans, zip ties, a hatchet? Dun, dun, dun. Hey, we got somebody at the door. Let's see who it is. Well,
Hey,
hello.
hey, everyone doing?
Good morning. Look,
Yeah.
I told them not to. Oh my God, hold on. Let me see if I remember how to get you big. Well, I'm not going to get Mike big. He's going to get himself big. Look, he's splashing his wood, people. Now you know what Mike's been doing. He's been doing his wood. So get your mind out of the gutter, because he's doing actual wood. He's not doing whatever you gutter thinkers are thinking.
We got about 1, 2, 3, 4 layers here.
I don't know.
Still
We get that pole shift, Mike. You may need a second shed. Of course, it'll be too late by then. But
do have a second shed right over there.
there you go. That's why I mentioned it. I know you had one. I remember that from a previous video. Look at that stack right there. Look at that. And he cut it all himself, people. Not from the tree, but he got it and then he sliced it down. More power to you, brother, because I can't do any of that. I could probably saw a pencil if you give me an electric saw.
You got the cherry wood here, which is hard to split, but it burns really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
your
one that
maple oak. Then you got
does that
your
does that cherry burn long?
yeah, it burns really nice. This is all ash right here.
Yeah.
It's all ash.
Unfortunately, all we get here is oak and mesquite. And I only burn mesquite outside. If I have to burn, I only do oak inside. Even though some people say don't burn oak inside. But if I had to burn one or the other, I'm not burning mesquite inside the house. Oh no.
Garden's pretty much gone.
Now I saw a couple of tomatoes there.
Oh yeah, still get tomatoes and where is it? Butternut squash, some regular squash, the zucchini right there, and cucumbers are gone too. But I had a really, really good harvest this year. I'm not complaining. Can only imagine how much that would have cost me at the grocery store buying all that produce. But yeah,
Rubberneck says plants are dying in the back of their garden. Oh yeah.
no, some sunflowers here too.
You need a trellis with a sign that says VeggieTale freaking plantation or something. And have a picture of the VeggieTales, the cucumber, the tomato.
Yeah, I had to move that part of the fence over there so the rest of the pumpkins probably didn't want them crawling down that way. Got video of that too, but like I said, I've been so busy I haven't had time to put them up. I try to put some up on Fridays, but I got to catch up. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times are running and it's running fast. So, unfortunately.
I can't believe this month's almost already half over.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like yesterday was just July 4th.
Yeah.
Now we're already in September.
Just remember, as soon as October 1st passes, it's Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm trying to put my cigarette in my case here.
Yeah.
So that's about all I got for wood right now. I just got 2 more cords coming. Hopefully they come Friday or Saturday, because later on today, tomorrow and Thursday, we're gonna get washed out.
Yeah. Some places are really gonna get some good weather. Yeah, Lady D. Yeah, I saw you burn your apple butter. I can't believe it. But that's the thing with apple butter too. You get so many recipes, you got to try them, and yeah, the way you fix them makes it taste different. You just got to find the one you like, and then you'll be like, yeah. That's one thing I didn't learn from my great grandmother. I wish I would have learned how to make apple butter, but I get it from a local farm here. Lady makes it. It's delicious.
Well, that's about it for the tour.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. Maybe next month there'll be snow on the ground. Knocking on wood. Lady D will be experiencing some snow maters here shortly. Maybe some snow peas. And she'll get those bumblebees that she has going around everywhere, have their winter coats on. So, but yeah. I don't know. It's more and more people are starting to more what do you call it? I won't say news agencies, but journalists from the not from the mainstream medias. They're starting to put on their stockpile, start freaking putting food. Really hate to say, unless you're in like a region of Texas or in the South where you can still grow stuff for a couple more months. Yeah, it's probably too late to really grow anything outside unless you have an inside greenhouse or a base or something where you can grow stuff. So
Yeah, because there's this guy I watch that he's been working at the ports where you get the containers and everything. And I don't know if you want me to drop his channel name, but he's been doing this since before I think 2008. And he just did a video before like last month. He said when it was busy, he'd have to wait like 5 to 7 hours to get one container. Now he's in and out, in and out. And now his latest video, they said they're shut down for a whole week because there's no ships coming in at all. Nothing from Walmart, nothing from Amazon, nothing at all from anywhere.
yeah. So this is being reported by the StarsInsider.com. FDA sounds alarm on shrimp sold nationwide. Now that shrimp they've been recalling may be radioactive. And who's been dumping all the radioactive stuff in the oceans? Yeah.
I'm gonna come back up because I've been trying to change my avatar and it won't let me. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to look. There's a lot of freaking check the USDA and the FDA websites for all the recalls. There's quite a few. Some I mentioned the other day, but there it is.
All right, there we go.
Let's see. What is that? Is that your pea cup? You're doing a pea
No,
test this morning?
that's a glass of pickle juice.
That doesn't look like pickle juice to me. But yeah, when it's small like that, it doesn't look like pickle juice. Bring it up closer, then yeah, it looks like it. Oh, yeah, that's why I said B. I don't know. There's so many brands affected. You want to go to the FDA or USDA website and check the recalls of all of them because nationwide, a lot of shrimp been recalled. A lot of them for may be radioactive. So you want to check the UPC codes. They've only checked a small portion so far, but yeah.
And plus, they got that new radioactive thing that's going on. Not the radioactive, that flesh eating thing that's related to the beaches and the seafood.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of beach warnings and a lot of beach closures telling people don't go in the water. And people are like, well, I ain't got no cuts. Next thing they know, they step on a shell, they get a cut, and guess what? They got flesh eating bacteria on their ass. So, excuse my French, but yeah. They say don't do it, just don't do it. Yeah. Instead of spending thousands of dollars to go to Disney World, Disneyland, Paris, Jamaica, and all that, you know what? Spend that money on getting some 3D headsets where you can just watch some movies pretending to be on the beach and stuff. I hear those are getting pretty good, where it makes you feel like you're on the beach.
Well, that's what they want. They want you to stay inside. That's why they're filling the wood with all that. Filling the woods all those bad insects that do bad things. They don't want you camping. They don't want you out there. They don't want you in outdoors. They don't want you in the beaches. That's where they're scaring you and then going outside and enjoying life. They want you stuck inside.
B-Charm says it can get in through your eyes, nose, the lower openings, etc. All right. Well, don't put shrimp close to your eyes. Don't snort the shrimp. And why would the shrimp be in your lower openings? That's all. I know she's not talking about it. She's talking about the flesh-eating bacteria. I know. But hey. But yeah. So did you hear they're bringing Jimmy Kimmel back after a week?
Yeah, because a lot of celebrities and a lot of big names were they're both on. Some were with him and some were against him on that.
Well, I would just say fuck him. You think a week is good enough? Then yeah. I still think I've been trying to stay out of the Charlie Kirk controversy because y'all already know me enough. You know where I stand on it. Yep, Lady D, I agree. He could stay gone because he ain't that great for one. He ain't no Johnny Carson. So yeah, and yeah, if I was up late that night, I wouldn't even watch him. Come on. All right, now we got him on here 2 times. Are you there, Mike?
Oh, it's the Samsung Galaxy A16. I'm still getting used to it. It's really good. The only complaint I got about it is it's stuck at the 10-minute timeout screen. You don't have the 30-minute one or anything. It takes really crisp video too.
Oh, okay. So you upgraded your phone finally, huh?
I had to. My other one was a piece of. My other one was awful.
Yeah. Hey,
All I
Zed,
had to
how
do.
you doing, buddy? Sorry.
Hey Zed, how you doing? All I had to do was take the SIM card out and put it in the new phone, replace it, and then just go through some motions instead of setting everything up with a new phone, which is a pain in the you know what.
Oh, oh yeah. So let's I'll pray for B&J Little Farm that physical therapy works for her. Maybe she'll stop doing farm polo, riding her cow, the cow bucking her off so she doesn't hurt her back and neck anymore.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get old and you're drinking that pickle juice. You gotta go. Well, thank you, B&J. Yeah, I wish mine was some extremities, it's like bronco riding or something, but no. All my broken parts, I'm hurting them more just doing daily stuff because I messed them all up when I was active duty. So rumor has it, supposedly the IRS came out with a new income bracket. A lot more people are going to get refunds. I haven't gone to the IRS to look it up, but yeah. I did go there about a month ago when they were talking about trying to do away with some of the following things, like don't do away with the free. And I checked with the one I usually do it with, and yeah, that's still pretty good. They said that they shouldn't be affected this year. I've known about next year though, but Oh, see, wish mine was from that as well, but working as a STNA for 20 years, probably not so bad. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, if I had to have a freaking TV host, this Johnny Carson's probably the last freaking TV host I actually watched. And I didn't watch him religiously. It's just so happened when I was awake. And hey, Johnny's on, and I'd watch for a little bit. I wouldn't watch the whole show, but hey. One I did watch a whole lot more than Johnny Carson was the Carol Burnett show. Yeah, I did love my Carol Burnett and Hee Haw. Yeah, you can tell I'm from the South. I watched Hee Haw, and I hope Hollywood doesn't hear this, but I have a feeling they're probably going to try to bring back a newer version of Hee Haw, and they're going to ruin that too. All I gotta say is Karma's gonna get him for his freaking comments. And as is normal, freaking, Hollywood, of course, trying to step in, the ones that are siding with them. You notice some of them that do, they're all the ones that don't freaking watch or listen to. Yeah. Big ones, Rosie O'Donnell, she ran away. All the crap she's freaking saying, and she's freaking twisting the words. I really wish there's a way to freaking just take away your citizenship so she can't return. Yeah. See how they like you at that point. Because she was saying all this hate stuff and all the other stuff is still part of the freedom of speech. And it was defined years ago that as long as it's not freaking causing harm or you're pushing harm on a person or persons, I think that's what the Supreme Court came down with. And these people just don't understand. They don't want to listen to the Supreme Court. I think they got their mind that they're above the law, above everything else. It's like, no. Why don't you go live in a Muslim country? Tell us how you like it. Yeah, they're going to cancel Kimball, but now ABC's going to bring him back. And I don't have a big list yet, and I can't remember that one, but one station has already said that they're not going to be broadcasting him. No, no, no. They even notified Disney in a formal letter saying, nope, you may have it, but we're not going to run it. I know. I liked it because our local news, those ABC, they went for an hour. And they even said, yeah, since they canceled them, we're doing an hour show now. I'd rather watch local news for an hour, even if it's a repeat, versus anything he's got to say. So. But I don't know. I'm trying to see if any new recalls are popping up from everything else. Everything's still the same. Okay, this is coming from the Associated Press, so take it as lightly or as heavy as you want to. But it's Associated Press /businessnews.com. Here's one tech tip. Getting a lot of unwanted phone calls? Here are ways to stop them. Check them out. Some work and some probably won't, but you don't have to put yourself on a list that they ignore, and then you're still getting the phone calls. So,
all right, I'm back.
Did you hear about the Syrian dictator / president? He visited the UN yesterday.
I didn't hear anything about that. No.
Yeah, well, this Syrian president / dictator used to be the leader or one of the heads of several terrorist organizations in the Middle East. So he slid his butt in after they took out the Syrian president, and yeah, he flew into New York to do a speech at the UN. And the last time they had a dictator and all that from Syria, let alone a Syrian president, go and talk at the UN was like 85 years ago, something like that. And that was right after he did a speech to the UN. The first one turned around and did the 6-day war with Israel. You know, you all heard about that, the 6 days, and Israel kicked the shit out of them, along with the other countries that tried supporting them. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen again, because, you know, these dictators can't think for themselves. So don't be surprised if somebody else. Of course, there's other countries jumping in, you know, recognizing the Palestinian state. All I got to say on that, my personal view, is if you want to recognize the Palestinian people, welcome them to your country. Take them out of Gaza, because that's not Palestinian freaking country, and let them have a community in your country if you want to recognize the Palestinian people. They're the ones that brought Hamas in. Nobody else freaking forced them at gunpoint to hire them and have them run their government and cause all the problems. And all this shit wouldn't have happened if Hamas wouldn't have attacked Israel. And, you know, and Hamas is trying to get Trump to get involved. Trump just needs to tell them, it's like, nope. Hamas is trying to work a deal. We want a 60-day ceasefire or release half the hostages we have. It's like, no, you're going to release all of them before I even consider anything. That includes the dead ones.
Yeah, Lady D, it's like with the people, they're bullied all their lives and they get put in power. It's like you know, Muskrat, Zuckerturd, the nefarious nerd villain, all of them doing all that nefarious bad stuff. They don't care about us.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think Kim Jong-un, even though he was well connected with his family running North Korea, still got picked on as a kid. There's Lady D getting another phone call. You should check out that list. The block calls you don't want.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson, wasn't he? He was on the Drew Carey show too, wasn't he?
Don't remember.
I think he was. Because I know Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery got started in that, and they ended up going on to do the Who's Line with Drew Carey and that.
Yeah. And they want somebody to do the you know, late night show. Yeah, don't bring Kimball back. Put Fluffy. Yeah. Put the comedian Fluffy on there. I think he would do a good job. You know, the guy that did the movie as a DJ on Magic Mike. Yeah, you ladies know who it was. Oh, it was that fat dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be the best one. He's got 2 poodles and he's single, ladies. Yeah, y'all look at, ooh, comedian. He's famous. Ooh, he's got money. And he likes little dogs. Ooh, yeah. Come on, you gold diggers. You know you want him. Doesn't matter if he's fluffy or not. He's got the money. Yeah. Money, money, money.
Especially nowadays with the prices of food and everything. I mean, holy crap.
Yeah. I think he's like Nostradamus. He was going on a diet. He's lost more than 100 pounds. I don't know how much he's lost lately, but I think he kind of knew what was coming. He says it was because the doctor told him about his health, which I believe partially, but I think he had premonitions that food is going to be so much. And yeah. And ladies, you like Volkswagens? Oh, where's Longboarding Mom? He's got a whole warehouse of Volkswagens. He's pimped his Volkswagens out. Just playing Longboarding Mom. That'd be charming. She doesn't see her shrimp on the recall list, so she's going for it. She'll let us know if she starts glowing. Dun, dun, dun. Well, make sure you got some of those thyroid pills, those iodine pills, just in case you find out. Because, you know, if it's radiation, it's going to affect your thyroid first. while your belly button glows, and you want to make sure you protect your thyroid by taking those iodine pills. And believe it or not, if you don't got any right now, you probably want to get some right now. I found some at Natural Grocers. They're pretty cheap too, for I think 100 to 200. I think it was 100. It was only like $5.
It's not bad.
No, they'll last
Yeah.
several years. I mean, glow in the dark people. Yeah. Now you get the part of the story of all these movies and videos when they show the people's eyes glowing. That's because they had shrimp at the Chinese restaurant. They had that shrimp fried rice.
It just got really cold, dark, and windy right now. Oh, those clouds are really dark. Yeah, we're going to be getting something soon.
Yeah. Yeah, the potassium iodine, I trust those before anything else. I've been doing that since the military. We had to carry them around there too. Betadine scrub, no idea on that one, but hey, doesn't hurt to have everything. Yeah, have a bathtub ready. I think that's the stuff
Yeah.
you use when you come out of, you're leaving a radiated area. They rinse you off.
And before you, if you do come in contact with radiation before you even enter your house, you take every single piece of clothing off. You have like a bag there, and just take every single thing off, even your jewelry. Put it in a bag, put it somewhere, go in your house, and go right to the shower.
Yeah. Go ahead and, your neighbor's standing outside and they see you, having this radioactive suit and they're just standing out there watering their yard. Yeah, just moon them. Yeah, the surgical scrub. Yep, that's what I figured. But you definitely want to use that, especially on your hands. And then, don't. Good luck trying to wash that clothes or whatever you wear. You shouldn't have jewelry on when you're coming, going out into a radiated area and that. Nah, jewelry's not going to save you. Just leave it inside before you go out. But if you're gonna plug in, you definitely want to drape and seal the windows, the doors, everything, and have only one entryway, and make sure that area is where you do all your stuff. Luckily, I got a side door out of my master bedroom, and it's got a little porch, it's all covered and all that. It won't take too much to close it in and make that my area if I ever really needed that.
Yeah, because after the fallout and the radiation, after that, the days after that, you'll have all this microscopic dust that'll be going on everything.
Yeah. Pica. Picante sauce. You see, I told you the jalapenos would be good for something. I don't know, I'll Google it. I've heard of pica, but at the moment, asking what it is, I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm asking Google. Pica is a compulsive eating disorder where a person persistently eats non-food items. No, that's probably not the one. So Google doesn't know. I guess Super Dave's going to have to give us the answer on that one. So. So you're gonna get. Okay, yeah, he's saying the same thing I did. Yep. It's where you want to chew on glass, nails, all that other stuff. Yeah, Zed just picked a burger out of his nose. Yeah, you call them burgers, all right. Here, I thought that was lettuce. So that wasn't lettuce.
You
Help. Rubberneck. But I don't know. So what you got on the agenda for this Tuesday besides storms coming in?
nothing. Roll some cigarettes. Do some. Sorry, excuse me. I gotta do some cleaning, and I want to go through one of my pantries. I want to go through that, and because I know I got stuff in there that I forgot about that's been in there for a long time. I want to do that. How about you?
Oh, I'm trying to guess Medicare costs are going up. Trying to find this one. They're talking about that hurricane that's turned into a category 4. Hurricane Gabrielle. This is coming from Irish Star. Hurricane Gabrielle strengthens a major category 4 as Florida faces life-threatening conditions. Dun dun dun. So be weather aware, Florida, and now you can go as far as South Carolina and Georgia too. And that sucker keeps heading west and it's coming to Florida. It might affect Georgia and South Carolina. So, like I said, I really haven't done the numbers and all that for a while. But good thing is that I'm not expecting light rain until about 5 o'clock this evening. So maybe my son will be able to get off early and we can run to the store real quick. Well, I say we, but I know he's going to go. I'll give him a list. I'll be there in spirit with him. There's a couple of things I need.
Yeah, it's getting really, really windy out here. Yeah, rain today, tomorrow, and Thursday. We're gonna get nailed big time.
Yeah. Since last night, it's looked like it's running to rain. B-Charter says, I think we need to consider overstocking the pantries. Things are getting really high. Oh, yeah. And I did see a video yesterday. I didn't get to watch it. But what's that Jewish bean that the Jewish community eats?
Oh, I wouldn't know that. I don't know.
But I
Yeah,
can't.
B. I mean, rubbernecker. Yeah, exactly. It's the time to be resourceful. Just like we're 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 as bad off as the Great Depression now, in my opinion. I mean, it's awful. It's just they can't see it. Even the McDonald's CEO came out and said between the stock market and reality market are two completely different things now. What's going on with the prices and everything?
Lentils. Okay, lentils. That's what I was thinking. The two things that they're really pushing for, and the reason I mentioned lentils, there was a video on YouTube, and I'm going to type it in there, try to see it or watch it. But it shows you how to soak lentils for like overnight, maybe 24 hours, and then drain the water and smush it. And I think you got to dry it, and then it turns to like a powder after you smush it and it dries. And you use that instead of flour, and you can make bread just with the lentils.
B says Vietnam just closed all accounts. They went digital.
Yeah, and you heard about the big hack they just had, the attacks. This is worldwide, and they're wanting to do digital this close to it. Yeah, you know what's coming. All these countries, yeah, they're going to collapse because somebody's going to hack and take all their freaking funds. I don't trust digital.
Or what they're going to do is just they're going to put all these places on digital and then just turn the lights out and nobody's going to have nothing. And then what are they going to do?
Just like Bitcoin. You may have $2 trillion in Bitcoin, but once the power goes off and it's not coming back on, you ain't got poopy.
You want physical assets. You want your gold, your silver, even your cash. Because even in the beginning of whatever it is, some people will still take cash for a little while, but not long.
Currently, right now on the market summary, silver is at 44.58. So definitely 44. And if you got silver when it was 17, look at that market. Yeah, think about it. Now, if you really got a lot of money, like, probably Beach Harmon, say gold is 3807.90. So it's up. But yeah, I ain't spending that much for freaking gold. Now when I can get a mess load of silver. So, and like you were talking about yesterday, Mike, when you got to go try to buy a loaf of bread when everything goes to crap, they ain't going to give you change for that gold piece.
Nope.
They'll probably give you some junk silver to switch out the silver you're giving them, but
Yeah, you'll get the goods for an ounce of gold, but they're not going to give you change. That's why you want to have junk silver. Have your ounces too if you can afford it, but junk silver, your quarters, dimes, half dollars.
Yeah.
Even the Morgans, if you can get them, because the last time I checked, they were 45. The big ones.
I had to laugh because when I entered the silver community, there's only some people that I'll put money in for the donations for a race, but I haven't done that in a while. But I want quite a stuff on free races. And that's how I got my silver collection to go up. I bought stuff locally too, so I got to try to keep it separate. But silver's definitely the way to go. Unless you're a multi-billionaire. But I don't hear anybody in chat. And I know you and I, Mike, are buying these billion-dollar yachts. So yeah, we're the silver crowd if we're going to do anything. But just be careful with the silver too. If you're going to go to a dealer and check them out, one thing you want to have is a little keychain, little magnet. Looks like a little flashlight, but it's just a magnet. So when you look at the coins, put the magnet on it. If it attracts it, it ain't silver for one. That's a quick way to do it. And there's nothing wrong with you asking them to test some of the stuff. Because there are some flaky people out there that will try to sell you stuff at some of these coin shops. So, in most of the U.S., they only freaking deal in American stuff. There's nothing wrong. Some of the big dealers like B&M or S&M Bullion, B&M Bullion, and a couple others, pretty reputable. You're not going to buy from the freaking U.S. Mint. You got to be registered and have so much on retainer and everything else in order to buy from them lately. So really kind of sucks. But, they're trying to keep costs down and the way shipping is. Yeah. And I wish I had freaking Frostbite's freaking link. And my mouse is almost dead, so I really can't bring it up. But if you do follow any of the silver community, or type in the search thing for Frostbite coins. He's got a lot of good information, especially on Saturday and Sundays if you got nothing to do. You're cooking, you're washing dishes, just cleaning the house. He gives you information on how to look for the counterfeits, the real stuff, what's ongoing and all that. But I have to laugh because when I entered the silver community, it was like, hey, they had Zombucks, and yeah, good luck trying to find Zombucks now. I mean, most of the silver community doesn't even put them out there. You go to these big dealers, they're all out. Yeah, you laugh. It's like, well, it's just zombie things. It's like, yeah, but when you're able to buy them, they were like 30, 32. You look at the value now, it's a little bit higher than the spot right now.
Of
So
like those silver cards that you could get. It's the little silver cards. And it was like a credit card. And you could break up a little tiny piece of silver, it'd be 1 little gram, and you can't get them anymore.
yep. Yep, exactly, B Charmin. In-hand purchase only. If you want it quick, I mean, you can order it online, but make sure it's a reputable dealer that you get it online. And you can't just buy one coin. That's the only thing on the dealers. But you could do your research on there, see the average prices, and then go to your local and see if they got, take a picture of them, save them on your phone, and then go look to see if they got them and see where the price is. And it's like anything else. You might be able to haggle with some of the local coin shops. But don't, unless you find an extremely good deal at a pawn shop, I wouldn't buy silver or gold from a pawn shop. Because if you try
I'd
to
love
sell
to
any,
find.
you try to sell it there, they're going to rob you right off the bat. We can go to a
I'd love
pawn
to.
shop. Huh?
I'd love to find an old Dory bar from way back when. That'd be nice. A gold bar, one of them.
Yeah.
Because that was it was nuggets when they didn't have access to a smelter. They'd take the nuggets and they'd pound them together because it was so pure gold, and they make a Dory bar like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the coin shop around here, if you buy more than $1,000 worth of gold, not gold, silver, they don't tax you on it.
Yeah. So we got an event. Well, today's Tuesday, right? Yep.
Yeah.
This week, yeah, today all the way through Saturday, we got a traveling silver gold. Well, it's actually silver gold and a lot of other things, as long as it's valuable. They're at the Holiday Inn here at our town, and they're not selling anything. They're only buying, so you can take it in. They appraise it. So if you're
And
locally around
if any of you do that, please do not clean your coins. Don't do that. It's only going to ruin the value. They like the patina on them.
yep. And if you got pennies, don't throw them away. Don't try to trade them in, especially check on the penny things. You want to find the copper ones, and definitely don't want to throw those away. Well, pennies are going away. Exactly. They're going away. But if you get all the copper ones, just wait. I mean, copper's at 4 something right now. And well, everybody's like, oh, well, silver's never going to make it. It's like, I think silver, like I said yesterday, silver hits 45, it's going to hit 50 before the end of the year. And it's at 44 today. So think about it. May drop some and pick up again. I really think silver's going to be at 50. So if you're late in the game and you got a couple extra bucks that you're just wasting on DoorDash, or buying that candy bar you really shouldn't be buying, or that soda, from the convenience store, you're paying $3 for a bottle of soda when you should go to the grocery store and buy a 12-pack for $6. Even though I don't agree with $6 12-packs either, but
Yeah, any penny from 1982 and before is copper. And yeah, there's around here I don't really eat candy bars, but I've noticed some of them at the register. Some of them are $3, almost $4 for a Snickers or a Hershey's or the peanut butter cups, the Reese's peanut butter cups.
And if you really think about it, okay, we'll say $4. You buy one candy bar a week, right, as a treat. That's what, $16, almost $20. You can almost buy a coin, a silver coin. Well, not an ounce, but the half a coin. You can buy junk silver for that, and then wait a month or so with the prices going up, and you just double your money, hopefully. And it's in pocket, and you save it, and you can look at it, and you'll be like, yeah, it's like an emergency fund. But it's still, say, you definitely need to have a backup. You need to have cash for at least Well, most people say 6 months. I say at least 3 months minimum. Most, agencies here, you need to have 72 hours. Like the UK told their people, have 72 hours worth of food. And I've only seen one YouTuber talking about it, and I'm going to talk about it too because I agree with him. What is FEMA and the government going to do for you in 72 hours?
Nothing.
Exactly. They're still going to be getting off their butt trying to figure out how they're going to take a shower with no lights. They don't know how to flush their toilet because there's no power, not knowing that they could fill up the non-potable water through the tank and flush it until the system completely shuts down. That's usually go ahead.
And you also got to realize too, when the power goes out, or when it goes out for good, and that, excuse me, you're not gonna have to worry about the bill collectors or paying your rent or anything, because those people are going to be dealing with far worse situations than, oh, somebody owes me something.
Yeah. And the board members could be complaining, I ain't got no money. Well, nobody's getting paid either, buddy. You want to change everything to online instead of checks. Guess what? And even checks, you can't even send it in the mail. Post office ain't going to be running. Hey, you think they remember how to freaking sort mail by zip codes manually? They got computers doing all that already. They've been doing that for years. Oh, really? I'm lucky to freaking just get my mail. Sometimes I get mail from a house a couple of blocks down. I'm like, what the block? And it's usually when my normal mail carrier, when she goes on vacation, you get some stand-in that gives me the wrong, they don't even know what street they're on. They get the number right on the house. They don't get the street right. And they expect me to deliver the mail. Oh, hell no. I put a line, so return to sender. Sorry, it's a bill you got to pay, but wrong address. And I put that on there too. Circle it and put wrong address. I was like, oh, I know somebody's thinking in chat. Oh, trust. You should be kind and walk down or drive down to that neighbor's house. I don't know who they are. Be trying to deliver their mail to them. I'm not wearing a mail suit, and they shoot me thinking I'm stealing their mail. Screw that. I'm nice enough. I'm returning to the post office. They can fix their own problem they created. So I got no physical therapy today, which is nice. But I'm rolling the dice, seeing my son's going to be able to get up today and come and do some shopping for me. Yep, and that's what I do, Lady D. I put wrong address, return to sender. I still get one that I've been doing for years. As somebody that lives in Florida, I guess used to live here or gets their mail delivered here. And I've been at this location since 2014, so well over 10 years. And every year I get a piece of mail, I guess to pay their taxes or whatever, and I'm always put, does not live here, return to sender. And you would think when they receive it back that they would freaking update their database or just take this address off the database. I ain't responsible for somebody else's freaking property taxes.
Yeah, once in a while I get a piece of mail for my grandfather, and he's been gone over 45 years.
Well,
it's once in a great while, but I do get it.
Lady D's been just trying to buy 100% cotton or wool. Yep, I've been doing that for years. I don't like this polyester crap and all this other stuff. Yeah. B Charms, I just wonder what might happen to our mail that goes wrong. Yep. See, that's why I get digital alert what I'm getting today. And every morning when I'm getting mail, it tells me, they put a picture, they scan it and tell me what the picture is. And, the post office, the last 2 weeks, they've been putting on there, I'm going to get a piece of mail where the post office is hiring postmasters. I still not have received one of those. Supposed to get one on Wednesday, 2 weeks ago, and last week on Wednesday, and I have not received one of them. I think the post office is just putting it there and then not sending them out because they don't want to hire new people. They want a bigger pay raise. And if they can't deliver the mail as advertised, then I don't think they need a pay raise, let alone raising stamps anymore. Tell you one thing, if you live in the northern U.S., I hope you got some thermals, some long johns, and some nice wool socks because you're probably going to need them this week.
I got wool socks, the long johns. I even when I get at the special ones, the big and tall, I can't wear those, or they just feel uncomfortable on me. I got these nice wool got the wool sweatpants and some fleece sweatpants that I have because I can't wear the long johns. I feel uncomfortable, and I've tried the other sizes too. They just don't fit right for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I am so glad that Trump passed that $100,000 freaking moratorium on the visas. The company's going to hire freaking somebody because they exhausted their resource. They can't find anybody in the U.S. who could freaking do the jobs. So they're hiring them from India and other countries instead. And now they finally figured out the scams the company's been doing. And now the companies have to pay $100,000 to the government every year, $100,000 to the government every year if they keep that employee. Guarantee there's a lot of people going to be freaking going back home, not having a job. And of course, the liberals are all up in arms on that. I was like, why? What are you worrying about? You want AI. Eventually, AI is going to take over all the jobs. So send them back to their country. Let them find something there before AI takes over all the jobs over there.
Look at all those data centers. They're using all that. They're taking all the water. All these places are having droughts. The trees, the leaves are. They're just dying and burning up, and They're doing that new water tax for us to split the bill for their crap. It ain't right.
Yeah. I knew if I mentioned the visa thing, eventually we get to the data centers. Because I agree with you on there. All these freaking corporations are using the resources they don't need to be using. And then they're dumping stuff in the waters and everything else and polluting in the ground and polluting everything. So it's like it's hard to binge watch Game of Thrones with you people jabbering. Well, we didn't tell you to freaking let's mute us. We'll throw up sign language every once in a while. You must be at the boring parts where there's no battles and what's her name? The
Ariana
mama,
Stark.
no, the mama queen or the queen of dragons, the mother of dragons, world
Oh,
trainer. Yeah, she's not
Tazarian, I
getting.
think.
Yeah, she's not getting railed by her wild husband in the tent. Because I don't care
Oh,
if you're watching those scenes and somebody's chattering on YouTube. That YouTube's not going to bother you while you watch. You're like, holy crap! Ride 'em, cowboy. Yeehaw. Robert next like laughing and that no. Yeah, right. You're like, ooh, he has no shirt on. Ooh. Yeah, she did make the entire show. Yep, she sure did. Well, there's a million more people that like the Queen of Dragons too, Rubberneck. Some more than others. If I ever had any dragons, I'd let her be my queen. Let's just put it that way. Oh,
I always remember that one scene, the when Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage, they had it was by death, and it was the Mountain versus the Viper.
yeah.
He had to have somebody fight for him and everything, and the Viper had the Mountain. He had him hands down, but he let his anger get to him, and look what happened to him.
Yep. But the best part out of the villains was when freaking what's his name? Josh, not Josh, but I can't think of it. The little prince, the asshole prince. I can't remember his name. Joffrey. Yeah. When he bites it, that was like the best. Like, yes, now I can continue watching Game of Thrones. So spoiler alert, Zed. You shouldn't have been. Yeah, too much info. You shouldn't have been listening, and you should have been watching those dragons. And did you notice? I think all three dragons, something that nobody probably put together. I think all three dragons were all male. How are they going to carry on the dragons? Do the male dragons, do it like the frogs and lizards and stuff, and drop eggs too? Or don't they need a female to make the eggs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. But then maybe there are females somewhere in that world that we didn't see.
Well, I don't know. They were like Zedna's the size of Joffrey's freaking prick. He said it's little. All right. That bird liked the joke.
Yeah. Not as many birds in this area anymore, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. A lot more than I do. At least I'm not waking up no 4:30 in the morning anymore. On the trees, I had all the birds there, and then they all left. But for like 2 months there, from May and June, they'd be in the nest, waking up 4:30 in the morning. The sun wasn't even out yet, and they're waking up the neighborhood already. Going, it's gonna be morning. Rubberneck said, I like Tyrion Lannister. Good seeing you too, B. Yeah, we're getting ready to cut it here too. We've been on almost an hour and a half. So I've been pushing it today because I really don't want to do anything else. You're awakened from the birds eating the pears on the tree. Ooh, you got a pear tree, huh? Well, let me know when you find a partridge because that means it's almost Christmas. Stay blessed, B, and yeah.
Have a great day, B.
Let us know when you're doing a performance at IHOP again because I know there's quite a few people in the chat that like to check out your twerking at IHOP. So you thought I forgot, huh, B? Yeah. Nope. Zed. Yeah. Oh, it's a neighbor's tree down the road, and you can hear the freaking eating the pears. Holy crap. All right, Rubberneck.
Have a great day, Rubbernecker.
Yeah, but I don't know. No idea if I'm going on tomorrow. I'll do the same thing yet until I can get in the routine. I do have physical therapy tomorrow, so it depends on if I overdid it a day or not, if I'm going to be able to go to sleep on time and get up on time tomorrow. So I'll post something between 4 and 6 in the morning if I'm going to go live tomorrow. If not, then probably going to be Thursday, because Thursday I definitely know I'm not going to have physical therapy. So sorry about that, one day at a time, but we're moving on up back on YouTube. We'll see if Mike B gets a chance to play with some more of his wood before the rain.
This is
Because, he's got to get some of that, out of the rain spots. You got to push that cart so it doesn't get wet. Yeah, therapy is exhausting. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. And that's tomorrow. Having a day off today, oh my God. So I'm only looking forward to on the 50-50 chance my son gets off early. Lady D says, let's see the pumpkins, Mike. I just want to see if they are turning colors now. Yeah.
Lady D, I got videos. I'm so far behind. I'll try to find the pumpkin videos. I'll try to put them up tomorrow, because I'm really not doing anything tomorrow because it's gonna rain.
Well, you should have sent an email. Not that I would have gotten it on time, but yeah, it was hard enough just to get my freaking son to get on YouTube to post videos that I made him freaking put for me. Something to talk about. So I still have to check out today's. I don't even know what today is. Uh-oh, caught a fungus. Uh-oh. Make sure you wash that squash. But either way, I appreciate you coming out, Mike, and appreciate everybody visiting with us. And if you're watching the show after we're left, you missed it. It is at 1:29 right now, so we got less than a minute to say. It's so good to see. I can't even remember the Carol Burnett show. I'm gonna have to record it just so I can play it. We had this time together. Hee haw, hee haw. You see, I'm getting them all mixed up. I blame Lady D because she's the tomato mama. But everybody, please stay blessed. The weather. What am I trying to think, Mike? Weather aware.
Weather aware.
Yeah. And with weather comes water. And water, what do you do with water, Mike?
Yeah, hydrate. Drink your water. It's very, very important. Hydration is the key.
Yeah. Remember, half the times you don't feel well, like headaches, are caused because you're dehydrated. Don't believe me? Try that for a couple of times when you start getting a headache. Start drinking the right amount of water you're supposed to have, and you realize, hey, this water thing is amazing. Just make sure it's you boil it. If you're drinking out of a stream, don't wash out for those microplastics, and stay hydrated, like Mike says. Mike's been around a long time, not as long as me, but he's got a lot of wood, so he's got to hydrate. So he would know something about hydrating with water, even though he drinks a lot of freaking Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
You still drinking that weird flavored Dr. Pepper that I haven't tried yet?
No, I only got another 12-pack after that. Then I stopped drinking. It's back to the regular one of that, and then the Sam's Cola and some Baja Blast tropical something. They got so many different flavors of that kind now.
Hold on, I'm looking at this crime alert. Let's see. Well, good. They caught him. He's under arrest. Right. Here's our crime alert for the day. They reported a suspect threw a dog on the ground at an intersection several times, broke its leg. Police apprehended him and charging him with cruelty animals.
Is the dog going to be all right?
Yep. And they put the The dog is at protective custody of a dog shelter. And the guy is he needs to he's got a $15,000 bond. And he's a homeless guy, so yeah. He's probably not gonna come up with 15,000. Yeah, we don't do the just sign this promissory and we'll let you out. So yeah, we don't do that stuff here in Texas. Not even the little liberal places. So see, Lady D says, I found a probiotic soda I like. I get it from time to time. They're too expensive. Yeah, they are. Sometimes it's just easier to oh, Zed. Oh, I'm trying to read Lady D stuff and you're putting that out there. No, don't dip your toe fungus toes in hot dogs that you're boiling. No, 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 no. That's disgusting. Yeah. And while you're at it, when you clean the fungus off your toes, you may want to just clean your belly button too. If you're letting fungus grow on your toes, you probably haven't cleaned your belly button out in a while. That's the safety tips for today. We appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all have a blessed day. And yeah, eventually I'll work on a closing video again. But if you don't use StreamYard, the prices have gone up yet again. And there's no way I'm just going to use the free time and that's it. So yeah. We love you. Be safe. And we'll see you when we see you. Thanks again, Mike.
Anytime.
Dun, dun, dun.